Denmark here, and rah rah rah, it is Tuesday morning, beautiful sunshine here in Copenhagen, at least for the moment. And not only is it Tuesday morning, it is, drum roll please, let me get this right, it is day, boom boom boom, hold on a minute, almost there, woohoo, it is day 30 of our 40-day habit challenge. Woohoo, we have got to day 30. Can you imagine that? Where we've got 10 days left of our challenge. I hope you will go and read the comments from yesterday. We had fantastic comments yesterday about how you're getting on. And you know, we're all using this habit challenge for different things. Some of you are, you know, going out with the dog, whatever the weather, for a walk. And remember what we say here in Denmark, there's no such thing as bad clothing, just the wrong clothes. No such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothes. So get out there, whatever the weather. Some of you have been using this to get back into meditation again, just 5 minutes starting off, or writing, or eating better. I'm leading you through a little declutter challenge, and a lot of you mentioned that yesterday that it's this, that we're doing it together, that we're supporting each other, and that we are just, the thing of taking off the pressure and just looking for one item. Remember, we are not looking to do, you know, declutter the whole room or do 10 bags a day. We're just saying one item, just one item. And even on days that we're kind of down or we're not feeling it, we can find one thing, and often, you know what it's like, often we find more. But then the next day we get back at it, and so we're really building up those good habits. And it's the same with, you know, with whether you're doing Flylady, getting things done, Miracle Morning. The thing about this is being consistent. Consistency is key. You know, if I could change my middle name, I would change it to consistency, because I love, you know, sometimes it's difficult to be consistent with it, but it pays off good time, and it just makes things easier and easier. Anyway, 2 things I want to do today, and it's probably going to be around the 15-minute mark today. So if you want to fold laundry, if you have a chair in the master bedroom that's piling up with clothes, maybe you want to deal with that now. I had a couple of questions. Hold on, let me just close the door as well, because the birds are all kind of bright and spring-like today, and they're making a noise. 2 things today. I want to give you an update of what I've been doing in this room, because we're working Flylady Zone 4 this week. And a question came up about, you know, what I do with the clothes that I've worn for the day. So anyway, yesterday I did some detail cleaning in this room, and basically I detail cleaned it in 15 minutes. If you want to see me detail cleaning, you know, I've got that playlist where I'm working all the zones for about 15 minutes at a time. I'll put that up there. But basically, I took my Flylady feather duster on a stick, I did the ceilings, I did skirting boards, I took just you know, my hand duster and dusted off all the flat surfaces. I don't use any product, doesn't need it. Just dusted those off. I did the windowsills and the windows with my, you know, my little scoosh of product and my Flylady silver rag. And I also did the big mirror here and the small mirror, and I wiped down the metal lamps. And I think that was it. Oh, and when I had my vacuum out, my Hoover, in Britain we call it Hoover because that was the first brand. So when I had my Hoover out for doing the hoovering part of Weekly Home Blessing Hour, I did in here, and it took like 5 minutes. We don't have any clutter in this room, so it's really easy to get underneath the bed, and that was it. So basically I have cleaned in this room this week, woohoo! And today I was going to go through my makeup, so I don't have a declutter item to show you today for our, you know, 30-day challenge, but let's see what we find. So, and the other thing on the question of my clothes, I've got a playlist on laundry. It's called LOL, Load of Laundry. I'll put it up there, and it shows how I do our laundry and how we split up. But basically, whatever I'm wearing, you know, at the end of the day, if I'm wearing something like, you know, a cardigan, a jacket, any kind of outer item, those are not washed every day. I hang them up, I put them on a hanger, and either they go outside or they're hung up here inside. and I hang them for a day or two, and then I fold them and put them back in the wardrobe. Same with jeans, trousers, anything like that. We wear them for several days. We don't wear them several days in a row, but we air them and then wear them again. We try to be really environmentally friendly here in Denmark, and we try not to overwash clothes, because the clothes, you know, you're going to end up with your clothes looking like rags if you keep on putting them in a boil wash every day. So basically, anything that's kind of outerwear or more tough, like jeans and stuff, we wear them several times. I don't have a tumble dryer, so I wash from one day to the next, dry it and then hang up the next day. But anything like, t-shirts or a blouse, which is kind of next to the skin, that will be washed, at the end of the day. So I hope that clears that up for you. And remember, if you've got piles of stuff in the corner of your bedroom, make a decision. We've talked about this before. Those piles are piles of procrastination. You're saying, oh, is it clean enough? Make the decision today. If it needs washed, get it in the washing basket or get it in the wash. If it's clean and can be worn again, put on a hanger, hang it up to air, but then fold it and get it put away or put it back in the wardrobe, okay? Let's deal with this. But what I wanted to do with you today is show you my makeup and do a quick declutter of that. And somebody asked yesterday, where do I put on my makeup? I put my makeup here in the bedroom. I've got this big mirror here, and I quite like doing that instead of kind of over the sink in the bathroom, because now that I'm getting older, I can get right up to the mirror so I can see what I'm doing with eye makeup, and it makes sense for me. So I won't show you in this drawer, but I'll take out my makeup. My makeup is a box, you're going to see it right now, and the rest, that is like underwear, and then I have trousers and different types of underwear. So my makeup is in here, and let me sit down and we'll go through it together. Okay, and I've just grabbed a towel from the bathroom in case there's any spilling makeup. This is my box of tricks, and this fits in, as I said, the top half of it's an IKEA chest of drawers. And this Perspex box I got at a clothes swap party, and it's from IKEA. They're actually really good, these little sets, because they keep everything together but also separated, if you know what I mean. So anyway, this is my makeup. And the other thing I've grabbed from the bottom of my wardrobe is, I've told you before, I like to, instead of going out buying makeup, I get most of my makeup at the clothes swap parties, actually, if I'm honest. I like to shop what I have, and I keep surplus makeup in this little box which is in the wardrobe. So when we're in zone 4, I have a wee look in here and see what there is and switch stuff over, and it makes me feel like I'm getting something new without buying anything, if that makes sense. I think that's because in the Dressing Your Truth system, I'm a type 1, and I like to keep things fresh and new, and that's also why I kind of like to move things around in the house, and I know that kind of annoys the rest of the family, so I can now kind of keep it to moving the things around in the kitchen. When you see my shiny sink picture at night, I've moved the wee birdies that I have, or the plant, or the candle, so that kind of keeps it in check for me. Anyway, here's my box of tricks. So in here, you'll see there's a kind of section that holds like small things, and you've got a section underneath and then in there. So it looks like quite a lot. It probably is quite a lot, but anyway, I'll tell you what I've got, and then I'm looking to see if there's anything that can go. Okay, the first section here, these are mascaras, and I've got, what do you call them? One of those Lash Primers. I use that if I'm going out at night for a wee bit more va-va-voom. And this is, I think I've shown this one before. This is fun, and I bought it because, remember Crayola that make the crayons, and this is a really bright blue that I just put on the very edges of my lashes at night. Hold on, let me see if I can get this there. And then I have mascaras. I've got 2 mascaras. One is deep blue and one is navy. They're both Max Factor. And I moved over to wearing blue mascara, you know, dark navy instead of black, when I discovered that in my Dressing Your Truth type that I was a 1 instead of a 4. And at first I was kind of, oh, you know what, I haven't looked back. It makes me feel so much lighter and fresher, and I was worried thinking it's not going to be enough. You know what, it's more than enough. So I'm really pleased with that. And sometimes I have a black mascara over our summer house in Sweden, and sometimes I put it on and it's like, oh, you know, I can really feel it now that I'm so many months down the road with Dressing Your Truth that I don't want to go back to the black mascara. It really does not do anything for me. Right, and also in here I've got my favourite implements, my eyelash curlers. I've been using eyelash curlers since I was about 15, 16. I've got really long eyelashes and I like to curl them. But these, I'm going to give them a really good clean because they do get a wee bit yucky. Okay, in the next section here I've got things for doing eyebrows. And I got this at the close-up party the other day, this brow powder and wax. It's actually really good. It may be a bit dark for me, but I'm quite enjoying using it. So we'll see how we get with that. And I also have a brow pencil, which is brown grey, which is great if you're like me and you have lots of grey hair. Nice mix. Okay, the next thing, these are my eye pencils. And funnily enough, before, when I was dressing subconsciously as a Dressing Your Truth type 4, you know, I had moved into that energy because we had serious illness in the family. And I kind of went into lockdown mode and everything had to be very controlled, you know, myself. And that's how I kind of went off course, because I used to dress like a type 1 and gold jewellery and stuff, but I had gone off course. Back then I would only use like kind of black eyeliner and whatever, really, really harsh. And now I'm really enjoying playing with the different colours. I've picked up some things at close-up parties, so I'm really enjoying experimenting with that. So actually I'm going to keep all of those, nothing to go there. Foundation, I got this one at close-up party, I like it, and I kind of, it just depends on the day whether I use this one or that one, that's all. And then I have my concealer. And this one I also got close-up party. It was really funny because I really like this type of concealer, and I had just said to Vibeke, oh, I really like that. I was getting to the end of it, and lo and behold, there was one at close-up party, so that was fun. And I've noticed that since I'm now going back to my old style of dressing as a type 1, I don't need I don't need so much concealer. You know, when I was wearing the type 4 clothes and black, I really had to use a lot of makeup in order to not get lost in it. And since I've gone back to my true, you know, type 1, I still have dark circles underneath my eyes. I mean, I'm 51, everybody does, but they are just not, I don't need as much makeup to make me look good as when I was dressing as a type 4. So there we go. So that's another advantage. And then my blusher, I've shown you this before. This is one of those stick ones that I got last time I was visiting Mum, was it, or a time before in Edinburgh, from Number 7. And I really like these ones because they go on as a kind of cream powder, and you can also use it as a wee bit of eyeshadow or even on your lips. So I like that when I'm travelling, that kind of one thing does it all. Rub that off. And underneath here I have another blusher, which I quite like. I quite like the cream ones. And what do you call it? Pencil sharpener for keeping my eye pencil sharpened. So that's good. Okay, now I've got two things here. Now this is a MAC blusher, but actually I'm not so keen on the colour, so I'm thinking I'll give that one more try today. Often if I'm not sure about a colour, just before, you know, when I'm getting ready for bed, I'll try on the makeup and then I can wash it off immediately, instead of like putting on at the start of the day and then think, oh no, that's not right and not being able to correct it. I try it just before I go to bed at night, before, you know, I take off my makeup. So I'll try that again tonight, but I think that's going to go back to close-up party. And here's case in point that this was one of these MAC things that I bought, was it last year? When they came out with the colour corrector things, you know, about putting underneath here. I don't need that anymore, though I may be able to use it as a blusher. Anyway, I'll try that, and if not, that'll go to close-up party. So that's 2 items maybe going out the door. And then over here I have eyeshadows, and again, since I discovered I'm a Dressing Your Truth type 1, I've really had a lot of fun with trying out new eyeshadow colours and all the light and bright things. So I'm going to hang on to these for now, and I've got my MAC ones which I like, and I really like MAC eyeshadows, and these ones still work for me. And the kind of deep turquoise one, I use that for sometimes doing eyeliner. Right, so those are keepers. And then at the back here I have a couple of lipsticks or kind of nude colours that I just kind of put them on for when I'm around the house in the morning, and before I go out I'll put on a bit more colourful lipstick. Okay, and these eyeliners I've put to the side because I wasn't quite sure about them, and actually I'm not too into kind of browns, and I'm just not kind of a brown-eyed girl, no, a brownie style. And a green one. I think I'll hold on to the green one because I don't know, I haven't been through a whole year of dressing my truth as a type 1 yet. And the green, I'm not kind of wanting to wear it now, but I may want to wear it again. So I'll hold on to that one. And I think these 2 are going to go. It's a kind of grey and a brown. No. Shall I hold on to the... I'll hold on to the brown but not the grey. There we go. Okay, so those are going out. And then at the back here I've got, what do you call it? One of those highlighter powders that my daughter had. And I sometimes put a wee bit up here, but I don't know, that may go next time. And at the back here I've got eyeshadows, which I use as a kind of a bit of bronzing powder, you know, if I'm going out and want to have a look like a wee bit of glow on my face. So I use that. They are eyeshadows, but hey, you can use them for whatever you like. And at the back here I've got some things which I wear, like I say, if I'm going out in the evening and I want a real va-va-voom. A blue liquid eyeliner, and I've got a gold Gosh eyeshadow, which is quite nice, and I've got a white eyeliner, which is good. You can do a really kind of Mary Quant look, and I've also got this one that I bought ages ago, which I really love, but it's really over the top, but I do like it. It's a white eyeliner. Look at that. So if you're really wanting that kind of big eyes, like Mary Quant look, that is great for that. But I don't wear it too often. It's more if I'm going out for a big night out. So anyway, so those can be kept there. So actually only a couple of things to go, but I'm going to have a wee look in. It's always funny when you're kind of walking around in the, you know, if you're trying makeup in the store. Get rid of that. Don't worry, this towel's going in the wash. Right, and here is my little box of tricks, number 2. Now this is stuff that I shop, you know, once a month or every couple of months. And this is my kids' old plasticine, you know, Play-Doh box. And I don't have anything in the top sections. There we are, and then it opens up and you've got a lid here and then inside. So let's take a quick look. Right, on one section I've got some extra hair clasps because my daughter's always looking for those. And then I've got a lip pencil. Lip pencils, I'll hold on to them right now. I'm not kind of using them so much to line lips. An extra brush, I'll hold on to that. Another brow, one of those brow ones. Actually, I'll take that to Sweden, to our Swedish summer cabin, because I keep a wee bit of makeup over there, so when we travel I don't need to be taking things, you know, I've always got a wee supply. So that can go to Sweden. Here's another one of those funny ones. Now I got this free with something. It's a gouache one. And again, it's a kind of going out at night eyeliner. It's bright blue, but actually goes quite nicely with the top that I'm wearing. So I'm going to hold on to that and another one. Okay, and then this section I can see, now this is all T4 coloured makeup. I've got black mascara, I've got black eyeliner, and the reason we've held on to these is we've actually used them for dressing up, you know, for carnival, for Halloween, you know, going for a real, you know, vampire look. And I've also got a MAC lipstick that is really, really dark red. So I'm going to hold on to those. I'm not wearing them. My daughter's actually a type 4 in Dressing Your Truth. We think she's a type 4 too. But she doesn't wear makeup on a daily basis. But we'll keep, let me see. And I don't need to keep like 3 black eyeliners. Let's see. That one can go. Let's see, this one is, oh, that's quite a nice one. Okay, so I'll keep one of the black eyeliners and a black mascara and the T4 lipsticks just for fun. But the other ones can go. Hold on, I've got another black eyeliner. Okay, so I've got, let me see, 1, 2, 3 black eyeliners to go. And then underneath, let me see, and I'll put these ones in that I'm not using at the moment. I'm going to put those away in there. And then in here I had taken out some nail varnishes when I was going through nail varnishes, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to hold on to them. So let's have a wee look. Do I want to hold on to them? One of those glittery ones, but no, I think that can go to the clothes swap now. And actually I'll just pop them in this bag for the clothes swap. There we are. These are going to the clothes swap. And this is a kind of silver one. I'll check with my daughter. She may want that, but I doubt it. The gold one I will keep actually, so that can go back in with nail varnishes. And there was a black one, and in fact I think we're going to keep that with our kind of dressing up stuff. Right, here we have, now this actually belonged to my daughter. It's a chalk thing which you mix up, and sorry, not chalk, clay, and you can use it, you know, for your hair, for your face, for your nails, for brushing your teeth, you know, you name it, you can use it for that. I had held on to it because I thought I might use it, but actually I think I'll give that to V because she likes very natural things. So Vibeke, this is coming your way. And then in here I've got some perfumes, you know, the rollerball ones that I like to occasionally take out. I think I'll take out, and I really like this clean one that's called Warm Cotton. So that's going to go back into my handbag. So that's coming out to play again. And again, I've got some eyeshadows and a smaller MAC palette that I use if I'm traveling. That can stay. Okay, here I have a MAC blush, but I don't like the colour, so that can go to clothes swap. I think I actually got that in clothes swap. And again, oh, this is a black and white eyeshadow, but I'll keep that with the dressing up stuff. And then I've got some extra brushes. I'll hold on to those. And actually the Beauty Blender, that's going to go now, because you know when Beauty Blenders were all the rage, I never enjoyed using the Beauty Blender, and I'm not going to hang on to that. So that can actually just go into the recycling. I'm not going to use that again. And another, I'll keep one little spongy thing. That's all right, along with my brushes. And hold on, one more thing here. We've got gouache cream blush, but again, I'm not sure about the colour. I'll try that one again tonight before I go to bed, and if I'm really not feeling it, that will also go to close-up party. Right, okay, I think how many minutes? Oh my goodness, almost, I don't want to go over 30 minutes. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I found a couple of things I'm going to take out and use just now. A few things I'm going to check with my daughter if she wants that. And I've got quite a few things going to the close-up party. So there we are. I was looking for one thing. You know how that works. I found several. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get all this stuff put away, and I think I might give my little thing, I think that probably could do with a wee scrub. So that's going to have a wee wash today, and I'll do that at the same time as I'm doing my makeup brushes. So anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope there's sunshine where you are. Another thing I'm going to do today is change my nail varnish because it's really looking dreadful, and at the same time I'm going to do my toenails. Because, you know, I'm a winter bather, and when you're a winter bather, you know, you are kind of on display all year round. So we shave our legs all year round, and it's always nice to have some colour on your toenails when you're about to go into the water and it's kind of freezing cold and you're standing there. At least I'll have some nice toenails. So anyway, have a fantastic day, live long and prosper, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 31 of our habit challenge. Okay, bye for now.